Okay, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm just about to lock up the car and start my walk to do the Happy Valley walk. So I've parked the car in the exact same place. I've just set it away after turning off the engine. Now I'm going to start my walk, the Happy Valley walk. So, right, is my camera on straight? Yeah, the camera's pointing pretty straight. Right, I can lock up the car now. So it's the 17th of May 2026 at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm at the CAREYBURN waterfall car parking spot. Right, lock. Now I can go over the bridge and start my walk on the other side of the stream. Right, so I pulled back, just about to hit that boulder there. So I pulled back as far as I want to, and I can still look past that van parked in front of us. Right, I don't know if they've camped overnight or they've just arrived this morning. It's a bit breezy, but no mind. I've checked the weather forecast, so if it's going to have any wet stuff, it's just going to be very, very light. And if it's going to happen, it's going to happen between, say, 12 and 1 maybe. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I just wanted to come and complete this walk. I did the CAREYBURN waterfall walk through that gate there straight ahead, and went to the waterfall, checked it out, then come back and then crossed over the bridge and went through the single gate on the far side. Right, so as you can see, that's where I parked the car, in the same place as last time. Right, so like I say, I cross over this bridge. This is the CAREYBURN waterfall bridge. As you can see, there's carved out stone there. Right, and if you look down there, you can see an old ford, the concrete ramp, what the farmers would have used back in the day to cross over the river. And also there's evidence of an old stone bridge that used to go across here, what the horses and carts would have went across the river. There's that side there, that ramp part, and there's the other side. So there would have been a bridge across there, the original bridge. Well, this one was built in 1956, this road bridge. Right, so crossed over the bridge, just go behind this bush here on the left, and you see the wooden marker post pointing to Old Town Middleton. I'll put it on video anyway when I get to it. Right, so if you look right up the top of the valley there, up the top of the hill, you can see Housey Crags and Langley Crags. And if you go at that stone track right at the top, it bloody kills you. You need oxygen tent by the time you get to the top of that, but that's to go up and over to Broadstruther, another way you get there, instead of going past the CAREYBURN waterfall. Right, so here's the wooden marker post I was telling you about. And like I say, let's have a look and see what's carved out on it. Right, so public footpath, Middleton Old Town 1.5 miles, and North Middleton, where I drove in, 2 miles. Right, so through this single gate, turn right and follow the pathway around to the bridge. Little rabbits all over the shop. So a little rabbit just doing there. She's gone into the brush there. Right, so this bit track takes you around to the Woodenford Bridge, and there's the banister now coming out of view. Right, so at the beginning of this walk, it's like pretty much uphill, not really steep, but uphill. So by the time you get along to the far side, you're feeling it on your legs. Right, so crossover code water. So there's a couple of things I'm going to be checking out again now that I've come back as well. There's a farmer's track that goes up the side of the hill towards Skirl Naked Cottage, up that area, and I want to go up the track to see where it brings out onto the road. There'll be like a double wooden gate that comes up to on the road, so I just want to walk up the track to see where it brings out this time. And when I was here last time, I found another bit of a whitewater rapid waterfall type water along the path coming back the way, and I want to check out that as well. There's just a little grass track where you can see people have made their way down to the edge of the river where the waterfall is coming down, so I'm going to go down alongside that and check it out as well. So I've got my banana, my orange and my apple in my pot as well, so if I want to stop down by the side of the river and have a little bit of a picnic, I can. So as you can see, this is just like a sheep's trail that takes you up and up and up and up and up and up along the side of this hill for the first 3/4 of a mile. I would say half a mile, 3/4 of a mile maximum. You can see where sheep have been along here, rubbing their backs on the tree, scratching. Right, so as you can see, it goes up now and eventually get up on a bit of a flat. And as you get higher, just keep turning over to the left and pointing your camera down to where I've parked the car, just over there to the left, and that's a VW van in front of us. I think they must have slept overnight because it looked like they're just getting up and sorting themselves out and stretching. She's doing her hair and both of them are brushing their teeth, so obviously they're getting ready to start to walk themselves. Tripping over and kicking everything, bloody murder. And up, bit of a step up there at the tree roots. The vehicle's just going to drive out the valley. Yeah, it's just starting to go up the steep S-bend. So as you go, it's really steep going back up towards Skirl Naked Cottage at the top, and they've put new drainage systems on the right hand side as you're going up, because obviously the water comes cascading down there in the winter and it just creates a skating rink ice. So any vehicles trying to get back up the bank sometimes struggle. Right, so when you get to this point here, you can obviously see the wire fence on your right hand side. You're basically just following that all the way along, right at the far end where there's a break in the fence, and the corner you just walk past that. Right, so I'm up the bank now, I'm on the flat, so it's a little bit easier going. You just got to watch out for trip hazards like roots and loose stones. So I had my car in the garage yesterday. I got my rear wheel arch plastic trim put back on around the rear wheel. I tried the JB weld, but it wasn't holding in position because plastic like bends and buckles. So he's ended up having to put 3 or 4 pop rivets through it to hold it onto the chassis. Right, there's loads of stones and that you can trip over here, because when I first came up here, that's one of the first things I did. I dropped my bloody camera, it bounced off the rocks, the covers came off, but luckily I didn't break my camera. Right, last week when I parked up where I am, there was a load of people getting out of their cars and that, and it was a walking club, and just as I got the far end of this pathway, they all come walking up behind us. This is all like stones, it's easy to trip over here. I was just going through my what was on my computer yesterday, and I came across some old footage of when corn was still alive, and we're up in Kidland Forest. 21st of March 2018, full of snow, on the way up to Whiteburn Shank Cottage in the Kidland Forest. So I revitalised them and made them into short videos and installed them into me, uploaded them on my YouTube channel. So happy memories with Corn, who he was highly trained. He'd do as he's told straight away. Could leave him off the leader and take him anywhere. Very, very, very good dog. But unfortunately he's passed away. In fact, it was the very place where I put those videos up just recently, going into the Whiteburn Shank Cottage, was one of his last walks, because his legs were collapsing all the time and I couldn't pick him up and carry him back to the car, so I took him for a short walk, and then he sort of lying down all the time, so I thought, oh poor bugger. So I just had to encourage him, come on son, and then we eventually got back to the car, and that was it. I couldn't keep him going like that, so he couldn't be a dog basically, and it's time to take them when they can't run about and, you know, do what dogs do. His legs kept collapsing, and I think it was down to cancer. He lost a load of weight and he stopped eating towards the end as well. That was another reason why I had to take him to the vets to get him put to sleep. Broke my heart. He was 13 years old, and the bitch we had, the blue staffy, she was 12 and a half, so they had good innings before they had to go to sleep. But you miss them like hell, and it pains like hell. It's like a stabbing pain in your heart when you've got to take them. And I couldn't stay in the room. I started crying. I had to walk out with my daughter. Stayed with him and cuddled him while I stuck the needle in. Put him to sleep. Now, it was a sad time, but like I say, he went everywhere with me. I took him out walking, hiking. We did loads and loads of long walks, and he was running about, swimming, and he did everything a dog could wish for. So he had a good life. Nice. Duck under this tree, I'll step over it. I think I just stepped over it last time. So I'm still following this wire fence to the right, look, right the way along. And then you get to a certain point where you can go up towards the fence, but I don't, I just continue straight on the main sheep's trail. I don't avert off it. So when I come back, I'll be coming along that bottom field where you can see it's well defined, it's well walked in by many people walking along there. So hopefully I'll get this walk by myself, like on the pathways, not see anybody. Like I say, last week when I came, there was 5 to 6 cars parked in front of us, and all the people were getting out of them and getting ready to do this walk up here. But they went a slightly different way to me. They went up towards the old Middleton Hall, and they must have turned left and then dropped down past it. Well, I bypass it when I get close to it. I cut across the field and go down to a little footbridge that you cross over to get to the other side of a tiny burn running down the hill. And then I start dropping down the stone track, going down towards the North Middleton farm at the bottom. So I've just drove past that coming in here to cross over the river ford as well. Cold water's on the left, and when it gets around the corner it becomes Wooler water, according to the maps that is. I think I first saw this walk done by the, I used to follow him all the time, the taxi driver from Yorkshire, and he came here and did this walk. So I thought, oh, that looks nice, I'll have to get myself sorted and get that walk done. So then when I come to do it, I normally do the 2 walks. I do the Careyburn waterfall walk, which is behind where I've parked the car, and then come back and then cross the bridge and come up here to do the Happy Valley walk, just to justify the amount of money you pay for diesel these days. So we'll get 2 walks in one. Now if you look down there, you can see the grass track that brings you back across the field there, and Skirl Naked cottages just at the top behind that, the last part of the trees there. And that's cows in the grass fields there on the other side, up above the road there, sorry. So you can see the road that brings you down into the valley. So it's Heart Hope Valley, that's H-A-R-T-H-O-P-E, Heart Hope Valley that I've come down into. And there's 1,000,001 walks you can do. You can drive over Careyburn Bridge and go right to the top of the valley. There's a couple of major parking areas there, and you do different walks from there as well. It's all stunning. Right. Try and get along here with the trip now. And having said that, here I go, right over. I'm just concentrating on this loose rock. I'm going to shift, I'm going to chuck that out the way for the next person that goes to step over that. Right. Try my best not to trip over and like lose my balance on these uneven boulders. So you drop down a little bit here, but still keep going straight. So this is the part where it looks like there's two pathways going off, one going up to the wire fence, but don't go up there to the wire fence. It's just awkward, not very clear and easy. The path, it's not well defined. So we'll just go down here and go along the middle of the hill. Like I say, just keep looking down and across to where the field is, where I'll be walking back along, heading back towards the car. So I'll be coming right from back there round to the right, go past where normally there's two flooded areas where it's absolutely full of water and mud, because all the water just runs down, settles in the bottom. So you've got to like try and wade as best through it as you can, and then you just walk along that field, as I say, and eventually you climb over the turnstile on the fence to get back into the car park. Right, so let's just continue along this sheep trail. Slightly uphill again. It's not the easiest of paths to manoeuvre, but it's doable. You just got to take your time. Right, so there's another pathway going back up towards the wire fence at the top there, but ignore them and just stick to the bottom ones here. And that way you can keep an eye on the pathway where you come back along the field at the bottom there. It's another bit of an old track that was going down there, but you don't go down there. Just keep on going along here. So you can see where the sheep have scuffed their wool against the thorns and the nettles here and pull their furs off. So you can still hear the cold water running down below us to the left. And it's looking back, you can just see the white van that's parked in front of me and that VW, the black VW.